for dinner was chicken lasagna. I made a lot of videos today, so I'm taking a shortcut on this one and letting my electric mixer do most of the work. To my bowl, I'm gonna add 2 eggs. For every 1 egg, you use half a cup of flour to make your dough. So adding 2 cups of flour. About a teaspoon of salt. A little bit of avocado oil, or you can use olive. It's a spray. Into the mixer. It kneaded for maybe 3 minutes in my electric mixer. I've just dumped it onto the counter and I'm gonna knead it by hand for a couple more. If you remember from last time I made pasta, I let you guys know that you know when it's ready when you press on it and it springs back. Just add a little extra flour to ensure that the dough doesn't stick inside our machine. Most of y'all have already seen me make pasta lots of times, so I'm not going into depth on how to make it this time. I'm not gonna go super thin with my dough. I stopped at a level 3. And continue with the rest. Using some avocado spray. It's aggressive. I'm using boneless, skinless chicken thighs for this recipe, but chicken breast would work just fine. This was also 8 chicken thighs, and I'm going to add some onion powder. Like I always say, season it any way that you want. Some garlic powder. I have some Kinder's caramelized onion butter. Oops. I also have some of this buttery poultry blend. I'm kind of just seasoning it random. Guys, I make garlic bread pumpkins to go with this dish. We're just gonna fully cook our chicken. Pretty sure our chicken is fully cooked, and if it's not, it doesn't really matter. It's going in the oven anyway, so it will finish in there. Same pan, adding a few tablespoons of butter. Adding in 1 large white onion that I have diced. Just realized I'm gonna need a bigger pot to make my sauce. What was I even thinking? Adding in some of my dearly garlic. Apparently I had been saying it wrong the whole time. Dearly. I kind of like dearly though. Dearly. Adding in about 4 or 5 tablespoons of flour. This will help our sauce thicken. Just gonna cook all that flour for a couple of minutes. I have about 2 cups of chicken broth here. Adding in about a cup of heavy cream. Adding in some Italian seasoning. The sauce is already starting to thicken. Adding in some cheese. I'm gonna use some mozzarella, and not a ton. We don't really want a cheese pull. We definitely still want like sauce, so maybe half a cup. Handful of Parmesan cheese. This sauce is perfect. We're gonna cut up that chicken and throw it back in. Let's assemble. Not sure how much ricotta I'm going to use. This is 1 kg. If you don't want to use ricotta, you could always use like cottage cheese. So that's about half. Adding 2 eggs. I probably should have used a bigger bowl, but story of my life. Add some garlic powder and some extra Parmesan. To a greased 9x13 casserole dish, I'm just gonna add a little bit of our sauce to the bottom. Homemade lasagna sheets, I'm just gonna cut up to fit the pan. Laying down our pasta. I could cut it into little slices like you would normally see with lasagna, but there's no need. Our sauce has thickened up. Just gonna add a whole layer. Adding some of our ricotta mixture. I'm adding just 1 layer of baby spinach. Adding some mozzarella cheese. Now we're just gonna repeat the layers. Into the oven, 400 degrees. This just came out of the oven. It's still really hot. Should probably let it sit to like congeal, but I don't want to. Ooh, I'm gonna make a mess. Smothered our garlic bread pumpkins in some butter. Now, the longer you let your lasagna sit, the more time it has to set. Mine has not set at all because I took it straight out of the oven and right onto the plate. I was too hungry to wait.